Welcome back to the Chicago Clubhouse, everyone. It is the super producer front, live and center, ready to kick off the show here. So, light crew again tonight here. We have Foulmouth C's wife with a birthday to go out and celebrate. So he's a little preoccupied, as you guys can imagine. So he won't be joining the show tonight. And Frank the Tank has some real world issues that he has to deal with as well. So he's off saving the world and making this world a better place to live in. So what is going on? Peacock, that intro was put together courtesy of Peacock. Speaking of Neon Peacock, go ahead and check out that website. His sale is going on still live today through the 4th of July. So if you haven't taken advantage of this guy's kindness, I recommend you go ahead and do so already. So what's going on? Viva Mexico. Yes, they are pretty much kicking off right now as well. So hopefully they're able to move on and advance over to the next round since it's no more playing around now, guys. It's do or die, lose and go home. So hopefully that won't happen today. And yeah, like I said, we should have a few guests on as well to help carry the show and moving forward. So it may not be quite as long of a show as well, since, like I said, we're still in the dog days of summer, guys. OTA is still about a month away. You know, we have a discussions out there about Caleb Williams getting denied for the Iceman trademark, but I don't think that's going to be the last time he's going to try. I have a feeling he's going to go ahead and try that again. He's definitely not going to stop him from doing his little Iceman movement there. You'll definitely be seeing that a lot this season. Hopefully it's not, because of comebacks, but we'll see. Either way, as long as you're winning, that's all that matters. So, but before we can really get into it and chop it up, we got to do first things first and hit the intro. So, super producer, hit it.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
No, we're not in those locker rooms. We're not in the meeting rooms. So we really don't know shit. We can only guesstimate, what's going on in there. But from the outside looking in, sometimes it feels like we got a pretty good perspective, of what's real, what's bullshit, what's not bullshit, and whatnot. So, but speaking of that intro, I know for a while there we've been talking about how we need to do a new updated intro, for that one, since some of the Bulls players that we talk about in that intro are no longer, with the Bulls and stuff, and kind of whole new regime that's come in here, with the Bulls and the Bears. So, but once that does get, we do decide to take that step. I do know a guy, like I said, Neon Peacock, did the countdown intro to countdown music. So he also, like I said, has a really good sale going on as well. So go ahead and check out that website. There you go. It's some of the merchandise you may be seeing on there. If you go to the website, some guys you might recognize. Got the Statman, Frank the Tank, Foulmouth C's on there as well. Of course, you got myself, the super producer, and the Iceman on there. So a lot of different cool stuff over there at Neon Peacock. And he's, like I said, got a sale going on through the 4th. So I think it might end by this weekend. So highly recommend you go and check them out there. So guys, we are, like I said, in the dog days of summer here. Not too much football action going on, but Caleb Williams here finds himself definitely being talked about still. Got a lot of fantasy football drafts going on, and Caleb Williams is one of those guys where a lot of people are not sure kind of like how to evaluate him. Sure, he's had the big highlight moments, no doubt about that. And at the end of the day, when you add up his stats, they're decent enough. In some games, he looks pretty damn well. But getting to that point, like I said, up until that fourth quarter, or at least until the second half, you're definitely pulling your hair out and maybe thinking, why did I, play this guy in fantasy and stuff? But in real football, like I said, when it comes down to it, being consistent is the thing that I think most fans, at least most Bears fans, are really hoping to see out of Caleb Williams. And like I said, I'm expecting and hoping for him to take, like I said, not just a steep, but a leap forward. So hearing what's been going on in training camp, we've kind of seen, kind of heard, the offense have its good days for sure. We definitely heard our stories where Caleb's throwing some interceptions as well. Newcomer Kobe Bryant had a few few picks. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. He's kind of fitting in well and stuff. So hopefully that guy goes right in, helps our rookie Dylan Thieneman out as well. And what I'm hoping there with his Super Bowl experience is just sharpening iron there with Caleb. So him being in year 2 of this offense, I really don't have myself, and I think a lot of other Bears fans aren't going to give him much wiggle room for excuses here. If he looks hesitant, if we see more of the same this year, like we did last year, or last year's performance this year, I think a lot of us Bears fans are really going to be kind of having to look ourselves in the mirror and ask an honest question of, like, is this Caleb Williams hit his ceiling there? So I personally hope not. I don't think that. But if we don't see that type of growth, I think we'd be doing ourselves a real disservice not to ask that question there. So I know one guy that's definitely not going to have an issue at all asking that question if Caleb Williams does not develop or show any kind of improvement is the stat man. And he's a guy that knows all the stats from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, hell, maybe even the 70s. So we don't know. We just don't know. So, but he'll be able to confirm that here. So let's go ahead and bring him in here, our boy JB.
What's up, Kurt?
Not a damn thing. What's going on with you, JB?
Dog days of summer, out watering the grass, trying to save my rose bush,
Yeah, no. I mean, it's not only the dog days of summer when it comes to like the NFL. to the clubhouse as well. Another skeleton crew. I know last week, we're kind of light-handed. Looks like again we're gonna be a little light-handed again, but Mr. Chicago might make an appearance in here as well. Easy from Easy Does It might pop his head in here if we kind of say the right magic word here. So you never know. But I did download a clip as well for us to kind of listen to of kind of what's being talked about on the radio with Caleb and whether or not some people recommend or think he's a top 10 QB. So they kind of went through a list.
I did want to speak about that. Yeah, Pete Prisco's list. I definitely wanted to speak about that and see what everybody else think, from an objective eye, just not a homer's eye. I agree, James. Yes, we can make the playoffs if we're healthy. We did have the benefit of strong second and third strings, because we were decimated defensively. We were hurt in the backfield, hurt in the secondary. Linebacking core, hurt on the D line. So I'm just glad that we were able to, 11-6 was a great season. We saw a lot of highlights, a lot of things that made us, feel like, man, we finally got it right. We're on our way. But like I say, cautiously optimistic, pump your brakes, because we said the exact same thing with Matt Nagy at 12-4. And then look what happened. You can say scenarios were different, whatever. The bottom line is it happened. And until it doesn't happen again, we just have to be patient. But we can still talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know. So let me go ahead and play one of the clips here because it kind of goes along with what we're talking about. And if when Mr. Chicago and some of the other guests come in here, we can definitely play it for them and kind of get their thoughts on it. But let's see here. I believe this is the right one. Yeah.
Oh, we're in a weird world of Bears right now and Caleb Williams, because I do believe we live in a world where people are very afraid to be critical in any way, shape, or form of Caleb Williams right now because of the pushback that tends to – I'm talking about broadcasters, writers, people on video, YouTube, whatever, podcast, that everybody's a little afraid to say anything that is even the slightest bit negative as it pertains to Caleb Williams because of the pushback. I'm talking about online pushback. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's more to that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're in a weird world of Bears right now and Caleb Williams, because I do believe we live in a world where people are very afraid to be critical in any way, shape, or form of Caleb Williams right now because of the pushback that tends to – I'm talking about broadcasters, writers, people on video, YouTube, whatever, podcast, that everybody's a little afraid to say anything that is even the slightest bit negative as it pertains to Caleb Williams because of the pushback. I'm talking about online pushback. You understand what I'm saying?
So I know that's not an issue here at all, especially when it comes to you. Sometimes you kind of get it from the other members of the panel to where, they think maybe you're being too harsh on them. And even when we hear it from some members in our chat as well, kind of being like, man, JB be a hater, you know what I mean? But it is one of those things where, like, I'm in the background and I get your point there, because I do think what you're saying is definitely very valid as far as like not getting too ahead of our skis here and shit. So some of what I've heard from like other guys is whatnot, like kind of hardens your heart a bit as well, because you don't want to go back to that false belief, just like we had with Nagy and them and I guess Trubisky. I mean, but just that even if we didn't have the QB, we thought we at least in the moment had the coach.
Correct.
So, and then that we saw, like I said, that turned into fool's gold, at the end of the day. So
the one thing about Bears fandom that kind of rubs me the wrong way is like he said, you can't ever critique them with a negative. It always has to be, well, if you say something wrong, you're a hater. Hey, year one and year 1.5, we knew Matt Eberflus wasn't the guy. Oh, give him a chance. You got to give him 3 years. You got to give him 4 years. No, you don't. He just, you could tell early on, he just wasn't that guy. You could tell that Mitch Trubisky was only going to be that much better than what we've had before. You know, you look at what a scout sees, and then you look at what a GM sees, and you're like, well, there's a couple of can't miss guys that 31 other teams are saying, but for us, no, we got to get Mitch Trubisky. You know, we don't want Deshaun or Mahomes or whatever. It's just a situation like that. I'm of the belief that when you look at something and you see like sustained success, none of them that we've named, with the exception of, I'll say the exception of Patrick Mahomes, who actually didn't do it his rookie year, he did it his first year starting. None of them came out like Michael Jordan, third in the league and scoring 28 points a game as a rookie, just tearing the walls off, right?
Right.
Closest to the NFL doing that was probably Patrick Mahomes. And second, believe it or not, was probably second or third, depending on, you know, how old you are, if you want to say Dan Marino in his 84 season when he threw for the 5,000 yards. And then you have to look at what Jaden Daniels did last year, taking that team to the NFC Championship game. I'm sorry, the year before last. You know what I'm saying? You just don't see that evolution. Even the great Peyton Manning threw 20 plus interceptions his rookie year. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't see he's the one.
I would say if you're going to throw Jaden Daniels in there, you should throw CJ Stroud, because he had a good one, or his rookie year where he kind of hit the ground running and was good. Now,
and he did, but not to the level of a Jaden or Dan Marino. He didn't have it to that level.
Well, I agree with you to that point. Like Dan Marino, like I think, like you said, there's tiers in a sense to where Dan Marino is probably the closest one. I think we're stretching it when we get into Jaden Daniels and Mahomes, and not Mahomes, but CJ Stroud and whatnot. And I think the reason why that is because they really haven't. They had that 1 year, but then they really haven't backed it up too much. Even with, to me, in my opinion, Jaden Daniels, rookie year, yes, great. Second year, a little bit of a sophomore slump. You know, so now and it could be injuries and whatnot, but part of being an NFL established QB is being able to withstand those injuries and come back from it and whatnot, and take those hits. You know, so it's not just so much you have the skill set to do it. Sure, yes, you have the arm to do it, but if your body can't take the hits, then at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to last in the NFL. You're not going to be the franchise QB.
Then I'll have to say the sports world is full of hypocrites, because the same way people will knock a Jaden Daniels for getting hurt in his second year after doing what he did, right? Mm-hmm. But those same people won't knock Joe Burrow, who seems to be hurt every other year, if not 2 years in a row he's hurt and then he's okay. Then 2 years he's hurt and he's okay. They don't talk about that guy, right? They don't talk about him being hurt. But yet he's always a top 3, top 4, top 5 quarterback, depending on who you saw. I know Pete Prisco had the one that we spoke about in the chat. NFL Memes had one that had Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Matthew Stafford, and even Sam Darnold. So there's just different flavors for different people, but what you look for is some consistency. On neither of these lists, there's a guy that went to 2 Super Bowls and won one and beat Patrick Mahomes head-to-head in Jalen Hurts. He's not even on some of these people's lists. And that's crazy that a guy like that is not on a list, but people want to automatically say that Caleb is a top 10 quarterback, like right now, today, bar none. I just think expectations to put that on that kid right now, that's a little high. Yes, I say he's top 15. He's better than half the league for sure. I'll say that.
Okay.
But right now, to say he's top 10, I mean, we're shaming a lot of good quarterbacks out there, and we're just looking at a 1 year sample versus some people that's been doing it for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you know?
Yeah. Have a much longer body of work to look at and kind of judge with, for sure. And I get what you're saying there. It does feel like a little disrespectful to kind of almost cut him in line in front of a lot of other guys that maybe have, like I said, done it a bit more and whatnot. A lot of the hype with Caleb is based, a lot of it's still on his potential, just because we haven't seen much of it. He's still only year 3, but still year 2 of this offensive system, which we foresee and think he's going to be in for the next, 7 to 8 years, if not longer. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I get what you're saying for sure, to be like, seems a little ridiculous to put him like top 10 ahead of a guy that's won a Super Bowl and been to another Super Bowl as well. Like, all of that definitely is valid. And the majority of that is, like I said, coming just from what they see Caleb Williams' ceiling is, to where they look at Jaden Daniels like, oh, he's capped. He's already at his ceiling. So, and he can't be any better than this. I think he's still too young for you to make that kind of statement.
Well, even that, Crook, let me tell you, for somebody to say that, to me, they're naive too, because if you're saying that a kid in his rookie year played all 17 games, had a 12-5 record, was over 70% completion percentage for the majority of the year, ended at 69 because he had a couple of drops the last couple of games, right? 35 plus 100 yards. I think he had another 500 or 600 yards rushing. So like combined over 4,000 yards, right? 30 touchdowns combined with 25 passing and I think another 6 or 7 rushing. You're telling me that if that kid has capped already, well, if he's capped already, then he's already blown Caleb out the water. And nobody's going to want to hear that, right?
Right.
But that's just what they're saying. So that's why I say people need to be careful about how they I'm sorry, Jaden Daniels almost had 900 yards rushing. So we're talking about 3,500 yards passing and damn near another 1,000 rushing. Right. That's a phenomenal season for any quarterback. Right. But
not to mention the rushing touchdowns he gets.
Absolutely. And my point is to put a lot more pressure on Caleb to say, well, he's arrived, and then you look and you say, well, he still hasn't done what any other Bear quarterback has never achieved. Okay, yeah, he's the record holder now, but we're still a team that's never thrown for 30 touchdowns and never thrown for 4,000 yards. We still have to say that really happened, right? We still have to say, well, damn, in the age of passing and minimum to be a good quarterback, you have to be 65%, 64%. And he just had 58 last season, and you can't blame it all on drops.
Right. And that's the thing too.
Has he really arrived yet, or does he still have work to do?
And that's all fair say, and that's the fair criticism there, is like when people point, like you like to point his completion percentage, you know what I mean, and whatnot, along with him relying on the hero moments too much, it seems like, and whatnot. I believe those are all fair criticism and things that we need to see improvement on this year for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I get sometimes the expectations on the other part of it, where sometimes people are like, well, we want to see him, like Ben Johnson says, at 70% or above. And it's just like, well, he may not, if he finishes at 67, is that not still going to be like a dramatic and good improvement? And will you not like take that to be like, and then carry that forward to have faith that like, okay, well then the following year he should be able to get to that 70% mark.
So I'll say this. I'll counter with this. If Caleb Williams gets up to 67 first of all, jumping from 58% all the way to 67, that means he's figured some things out.
Correct.
Right? We'll love that. The whole 70% thing, yes, we'd love that. But again, is that somebody and I'm speaking of Coach Johnson, being a little be overzealous, because this is not a Brock Purdy quarterback. This is a gunslinging, risk-taking, super strong armed athletic quarterback. This is not a dink and dunk quarterback. This is a big play guy.
Yep. Similar
to a Brett Favre. It's like, okay, well, Brett Favre threw for 35 touchdowns and 20 interceptions, but had 4,500 yards. You don't care, because he's putting points on the board. He's breaking records. He's getting yards. He's getting to the playoffs every single year. He's getting to Super Bowls. The 70% completion is just great. It just shows you're in another stratosphere of your game. But if you're telling me the difference between him being successful is 67% versus 70%, then I tell Ben Johnson that then you don't really know what you got here.
Well, what you're saying about the dink and dunk, I think that will help his percentage. And that's kind of what they've been saying to him. It sounds like what they've been saying to him in the offseason as far as what they want him to not be afraid to take so much is that little dink and dunk and stuff. And throughout the game, that sets up the fucking knockout shot and whatnot. So, I mean, part of what I feel like his issue is he's looking for the knockout blow too early in the game. Sometimes where he's maybe scanning the field too much, or sometimes where we're saying, run, Caleb, when he's just kind of rolling around in the backfield and it's just like, fuck it, just fucking run at this point. It's because he's playing too much. Like I said, the hero ball are just looking for the big time play. He's a big game hunter. Big Johnson, Ben Johnson, I believe, is big game hunters, likes to big game hunt, but in the opportune moments. I don't think he likes to miss with his long shot bullets. So he doesn't.
But let me push on that because Dante said, "Is the bar perfection?" And I agree with you, Dante. The bar should not be perfection because that's unrealistic. If there's not many people in the NFL that threw for 70%, I want to say Drew Brees did it a couple, maybe once or twice. Like it's a few. Drake May, I think, just did it. It happens, but there's not a consistent showing that shows that 70% is the bar. Patrick Mahomes has never thrown for 70%. 67 is his highest. And you're telling me that's not the greatest quarterback that most of us have ever seen?
In modern day, at least.
In modern day? So no, I'm not gonna sit and allow Ben Johnson, for what it's worth, to say, oh, if it's not 70%, he's not getting it. No, bullshit. If he's 65, 66, 67%, oh, he's got it. He's picked it up.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm hoping to see, and that's what I will agree with that as well and stuff. I mean, even if he falls a little short of 4,000, it'll definitely be disappointing. But if that completion percentage is there, that to me, that's telling me that when we're watching the games on Sundays, there's not going to be so many 3 and outs. That offensive system, those players are going to be moving that ball down the field with a more consistent rate and whatnot. If his completion percentage shoots up that high and stuff. So, and their scoring should be higher as well, as far as what they're averaging. So
that would be obviously great. 26, 27 points a game. Let's get that up to 30 if we can, would be awesome. So that we're not, we're giving ourselves a little cushion because we don't want to have another season where we're relying on one score games and the other team making certain mistakes. Missed handoffs, fumble, miscues on interceptions, and here's a gift. We don't want to Romeo Dobbs not picking up an onside kick.
Yeah.
To Bearski's point, did we forget about the 36-yard first half? No, we didn't, and that's not the first time he's had under 100 yards in the first half in his NFL career. Right. It happens for sure. What we need to make sure is that we have less of those moments and more of the good. Now, just because he masters the offense, how you doing, Bears 85?
I believe that's Foster from Shorty's co-host, I believe.
Okay. Wonderful. So. Welcome. I just feel that when you look at what the Bears did last year, and a lot of people say, "Oh, I knew it was coming. That 11-6 could have been easily 7-9, 9-8, 8-9. Like there was a couple of games where they muddled the line, right? So we did. We'll take the wins, of course, but going into this season, where on paper it's a harder schedule, you have a year's worth of film now to where Caleb's tendencies are starting to be noticed, and they're checking boxes like, oh, nope, I'm waiting on him. I know he's coming this way. And sure enough, here he comes. And they're like, hey, now he got to throw the ball out of bounds. So defenses watch tape and evolve too. So we have to make sure that Caleb doesn't have his sophomore slump, if you will, with Ben Johnson's offense. We have to take that in consideration. We can't just say, oh, we're going 14-3 and going to the Super Bowl. I can't say that we just are just yet. Would I want us to? Absolutely. Would I want Caleb to hit the 4,030? Yes, so we can stop talking about it. But more important to me is, can we get to a Super Bowl and actually be able to win it? That's what and then can we sustain success? We have these spurts where we're 14-2, 13-3. This season's good. And then the next 2-3 seasons we're just mediocre again. Like, I'm tired of that. I want some sustained success.
No, I 1,000% agree with that. The success that we've had seems to be little blimps in the radar there. You know what I mean? Like little spikes, and then there's a long fucking stretch of being either like you said, mediocre, or under 500. Being 7-9 type of shit.
Right, so, and we've lived in that mediocrity for far too long. Even when we got to the Super Bowl, my God, it was the luck of the Devin Hester takes that first kickoff back to the house, and I'm like, man, got this in the bag. Yeah. Nope, coach don't want to run Thomas Jones. Why? Then we get the fumble, then the Cedric Benson stuff, everything. Then the Rex Grossman pick. It's like we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, I think a lot that, along with freaking Mike Brown not being able to be there and having Chris Harris there,
Mike Brown and Tommy Harris not being able to play.
Yeah, to me, that Tommy Harris sucked. I think we could have managed it better if Mike Brown was there. Because one of the big touchdowns I given up was from Chris Harris blown coverage and stuff, where I think he ended up leaving Reggie Wayne fucking open, which is like, out of all the guys, like, how are you leaving your Reggie Wayne to go help out something? Like, come on, man. But anyways, before we get into that down a bad nightmare track there, let's play this other clip here. This is the same kind of guys from the 104.3 The Score. Brody, they're kind of giving their top 10 QBs in the moment right now. And we'll take a listen here and kind of evaluate what we did.
The address is this. Is he a top 10 quarterback? Because you have balked at that in the past. I just need to know, do you think he is one or not?
I'd like to go through. I'd like to discuss it. I'd like to do a little nuance here. I'd like to talk about the quarterbacks that I would put Patrick Mahomes ahead of him. So, you got the one. Josh Allen, I would put ahead of him right now. Matthew Stafford, I would put ahead of him right now. Lamar Jackson, I would put ahead of him right now. Drake May, 31 touchdowns. Drake May, I would put ahead of him right now. Joe Burrow, I would put ahead of him right now. Dak Prescott, I would put ahead of him right now. What are we up to? 6?
7.
7, okay. I would put Jared Goff ahead of him right now.
Fair.
I would put Sam Darnold ahead of him right now. He might be right there.
If you got one
more, he
more,
might be right there. The only other guy that I was haggling with, and I would say I am ready to put Caleb Williams probably right around 10. I was going to say Trevor Lawrence, just because of the year he had last year, but the body of work. I would put Caleb ahead of Trevor Lawrence right now. So he's right there. Yes.
Can I give you another name?
He's right there. Yeah, who am I leaving out?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. See, I think he's better than Jaden Daniels. Although that's a tough call because he had such a great first year and then he falls back a little bit.
See, and that's kind of what I was saying with Stroud as well. So, I mean, and one of the guys not mentioned.
Look at who he didn't say.
Look at who he didn't say. Hurts.
It's like people just forget that he's good. He's a good quarterback.
The one name I really don't agree with on that list, and I think you could switch Hurts for that player.
Herbert, Justin Herbert.
Oh, he said Herbert? No, I wouldn't.
No, I'm saying, are you saying Herbert?
No. I wouldn't switch. I would switch Hurts in for Drake May. Because I still think like he came out of the same draft class as Caleb and whatnot. So I mean, I think it's still too young to say from him. He could within the next few years fall off as well. You remember the last QB that was in New England where the first 2 years looked really promising and Mac Jones, and then all of a sudden he was gone. You know what I mean? So it's like I get Drake May, and then they got to the Super Bowl this year, and he's looked good. Let's see. All I'm saying is let's see what this season. I like to just pencil him in and be like, oh yeah, he's a top 10. I'm like, man, Hurts, like you said, Hurts won the damn Super Bowl and got to another one. So what are we talking about here?
And that's why I said like, and if you give Drake May the nod and Jaden Daniels the nod, then you kind of got to give Bo Nix the nod too, because although he got hurt, he took his team to the AFC Championship game. So they're splitting hairs and they're not being honest with. They'll give the nod to one, but not the other.
Right.
Yeah. So now are we adding criteria? Are we saying that now that since that was the bar that's been achieved, are we counting the fact that Justin Herbert has thrown for 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards before in this league? Are we discrediting Brock Purdy's all of a sudden success from being Mr. Irrelevant to now to some arguably a top 10 quarterback? Like it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
There is even those are still a few names there that you would be putting Caleb ahead of, which you can make a good argument for those guys as well to where they should be ahead of Caleb and whatnot because of their body of work.
I mean,
so
Brock Purdy went to a Super Bowl. You cannot take that away from him. Like he actually did it,
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And I think there was another name on there. What did he say? Was Dak? Yeah, Dak Prescott was on that list. I think he was like right around 7 or 8 and stuff that he had him on.
Another person led the league in touchdowns one year with 36. Just a touch shy of 5,000 yards one year. He had 49 and some change. He's constantly in the MVP conversations throughout the seasons with his stats when he's healthy. But his team, Cowboys have a lot of mediocrity lately. But, I mean, is he better than Caleb? I mean, one would have to say so. The Jared Goff one, I know Lions fans hate that. But hell, Jared Goff, before he became this monster with the Lions, actually took a team to the Super Bowl.
With the Rams, yeah. I didn't think he was all that trash when he first got traded from the Rams to the Lions. Like, seeing that trade, I was like, damn, that's the Lions. Like, that's not terrible for them. They actually got a halfway decent QB, and who knows, what they ended up developing him into was awesome. But in the moment, you're just like, there's something to work with there.
You have a mold and a foundation with that kind of quarterback because he's been there. And then what does he do?
He had it up here too.
Takes you to the NFC Championship game. If Ben Johnson stops going for it on 4th down, hell, they probably go to the Super Bowl. But
and that's something I think we may have to just get used to that with Ben Johnson as far as how aggressive he is. I agree with you. It wouldn't hurt the man if he kind of dialed it back a bit. But if he doesn't, I think we're going to have bipolar years where some years we're like, yo, it's cool that we don't mind it because we're rolling fucking aces. We're rolling, 7s all the time. But then the following year, maybe like, damn, bro, we're not hitting all these 4th downs. Maybe we should, not do it somewhere. We keep rolling snake eyes and stuff.
Right.
He may have going back and forth, season.
A tiger doesn't change his stripes. Sometimes that's just who these people are.
Correct.
And sometimes it works. Sometimes it, riverboat gambler, know when to hold them, know when to fall, But I want to address Dante's. So he said, so JB, you're saying Caleb is top 5? Absolutely not. He's not top 5. Cap this morning said he was 3rd. And I'm like, what are you watching? 3rd? Like, what? He said, stop the cap. He said only 2 people he was taking. I think he said he either said Allen and Mahomes or Allen and Burrow. or something, something to that degree. But
what?
I'm like, what about
Ridiculous.
The two-time MVP in Lamar Jackson, 41 touchdowns passing, another 4 rushing, and 4 picks the whole year. None of them his fault.
Shit, there's another name that you could probably kick around, Baker, too. Baker Mayfield.
And I have flirted with Baker because Baker has had some success in this league.
Yeah. No, 1,000%. And he's a gamer as well. So a lot of those QBs, too, none of them you're going to accuse of not being smart as well. And that's the big thing is with them is them knowing where they're going with the ball, them understanding their offensive schema and whatnot. All those QBs right there. I don't think you're really worried about many of them. Go ahead.
So I like Dante's comment. I like the comments, of course, but so I want that one. Only 3 to 4 quarterbacks can do what Caleb does. Dante, please clarify what does Caleb do that the others don't?
I mean, and maybe he's talking about the highlight plays and whatnot. I'm sure he'll clarify and whatnot. But
because last time I remember this guy that was like the human highlight film. Yeah, he didn't get good until he went to Philly and learned how to throw the ball. His name was Michael Vick. And Michael Vick was just a pure athlete, not that great of a passer of the football. He had a cannon for an arm. But when he got with Andy Reid, that's when you saw Michael Vick actually being able to throw the ball.
Dissect the field kind of thing. Yeah.
Like, because he can make Mahomes type plays. Hell, I've seen Steve Young over the years do that. I literally just saw last year. Did you see where who was that made that sidearm throw? I think it was JJ, wasn't it? That was rolling out and made a sideline throw.
McCarthy?
That was similar to Caleb last year. And they won the damn division.
Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about. He was rolling and did the
Yeah. I forget who. Yes. Okay. Yes. But
and he
as far as the side angle thing, and it's not named Patrick Mahomes or whatever. But yeah, there was another QB that kind of made a similar type of pass or whatnot. So, but yeah, it sounded like what he was saying is being able to put on that cape, you know what I mean, and have ice in his veins, not let the moment get to him, I guess, when it all matters and stuff. So,
did we not play against a old man that put a cape on and almost knocked us out in Joe Flacco? He didn't have to do all the scrambling and fancy dancing and all that, but he put that damn cape on and made us sweat.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one, like I was saying when we're talking about the other QBs. That's a QB that definitely knows the offensive system. Being a veteran of the game, he knows where the ball is supposed to go. Now, having the ability to be able to do it at his age is a completely different thing. That's kind of what ended up happening with Peyton Manning. Nothing was wrong with his mind as far as understanding the playbook, knowing where the ball should go, even manipulating the defense with his eyes and whatnot, but just not having the arm to make.
Yeah, his body ended up failing him in the end, or Peyton Manning could have played as long as Brady probably as well. And when I look at it and say, well, it's only 3 or 4 quarterbacks that can do what Caleb can do. Okay, but how many quarterbacks can do what Caleb can't do? The simple stuff, the read and recognition, the high-low. He can make every throw, but can he make every decision? Otherwise,
yes,
he would have had a higher completion percentage. He wouldn't have had a 36-yard half. You see, people forget. They forget that actually exists. So, okay, yeah, hey, you can dunk a basketball. Can you hit a free throw?
Can you make a layup?
Can you make a layup?
Because that's what they're asking them to do is make those layups now. You know what I mean? Like make those
makes the quarterback, not just the highlight plays.
Yeah.
What's the kid's name? Richardson made some highlights his brief little time he played, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Can you complete a 10-yard out?
Mr. Tap Out, I'm tired.
Mr. I'm tired. No, come on, fella. And that's why I said we got to have real talk when it comes to like what we're doing when we're analyzing our team. I love my team. I love the Bears. I'm a fan of the Bears, but I'm also a realist.
realistic.
And I have to, if we're going to critique, we have to critique honestly. We can't critique with our fandom. We have to critique with our eyes and what we see and what others have attested that has happened. That's all we can do.
So Dante's asking here, so what's the standard, JB? You're all over the place.
No, I'm not all over the place at all. You said the 3 to 4 quarterbacks can do what he does, but I'm saying, can he do what Brock Purdy does? No. Yeah. Can he do what Sam Darnold does? Clearly not, because he didn't win a Super Bowl this year.
And it's not to say that he can't do it going forward. He just, JB hasn't seen it yet, so he doesn't want to be preemptively, yep, he did it. He can do it and stuff. What's the biggest thing that they've been preaching on him, and kind of what they've been showing him as well, is Tom Brady's videos and stuff. Is like, look at how many simple, boring ass throws he makes in a game, where it's just lulled him to sleep, nothing there, just a fucking basic rinky dink little pass, check down to the James White, check down to James White, check down to James White. Oh, there's Gronk. Check down. Oh, there's the fucking big shot over there. You know what I mean? It's those things of being able to, as a QB, I think Caleb's hard of being like, man, that's fucking boring playing that way.
And that's why I say, to me, Caleb has a little bit of Brett Favre in him, where he's just got that big play gunslinger mentality. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad that he's got that about him. I like the fact that we have a quarterback that doesn't want to be the check down king. But at the same time, I do need you to play the quarterback position the right way too. And as of right now, he has to learn that. It's not saying he can't. He has to learn it. But he's not a top 5 quarterback, no.
Yeah, Kaplan, I mean, he's definitely being a homer there. Foulmouth, check your email. I went ahead and just sent that off to you real quick. Yeah, I mean, he's drinking that Kool-Aid a little hard there. But when it comes to David Kaplan, I mean, that's just what he does. He goes hard, a little too hard in the paint sometimes for his guy, or when he has a hard on, or really likes the guy and whatnot. I get you can be all in on Caleb and still give like valid criticism, of him and whatnot, and still hold a certain expectation of him as well.
And see, look, Scrolls just said it. Caleb is easily a top 5 QB. How? And over who? Like, explain this to me.
So, yeah, when Foulmouth gets on here, we'll play that list for him again and kind of go over it. And Strolls, you can check out that list that was played over there, and then give us your thoughts and whatnot. So he said, name 5 QBs that will outperform him this year. So just guesstimating.
That's easy. Allen, Mahomes,
Jackson,
Burrow, and more than likely Dak Prescott with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens again. That's easy money.
So we got Book of Ezra. Like, I think Caleb does have to prove some stuff this year, like doing the boring things.
That's all we're saying. Yes,
I believe that that's easily teachable. It's the amazing stuff that he does. That's isn't teachable. So, which is fair.
Now, if you say he's got a top 5 clutch gene, I'll raise the ante and say he's got a top 3 clutch gene. He's definitely learned that. The Iceman cometh. He got that. Yeah. He definitely has all of that. And I will defend him to the end of the discussions with those. But sometimes it's the simple stuff like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, like those guys were just perfectionists in their craft. Sometimes you have to take the 7-yard dump to the tight end instead of the 16 to 20 yard out and stuff like that. Like, and for the gentleman speaking about Favre, no, I'm not saying that he's Brett Favre. I'm saying he's got that mentality that I can make every throw. I can fit it through this window. I have no fear. That's what we're talking about, Brett Favre. We're not saying that he plays.
And he said as much. He said as much in the interviews where it's like, I believe I can make any throw. Like there's never a time where I'm like, ooh, that window's a little too narrow. Maybe I can't. He's just like, oh, there's a fucking 2-inch gap there. I can fit it in there.
Yes.
So, and there's going to be times where he's going to get picked off and whatnot. So, we may need to embrace that part of it as well.
Wait a minute. Oh, Tom Brady is barely top 10? Okay, now I need to know what's your criteria, because you all over the place. If the GOAT himself is not a top 10 quarterback, then I don't know what the hell we talking about anymore, man. Let's talk about dodgeball or something.
You serious?
I mean, that's pretty wild. I mean, the man won 7 Super Bowl. I mean, I guess he's a system QB. Is that what you're trying to say? If you're saying that Tom Brady's not a top 10 QB in your book, I definitely got to hear your top 5 then, at least to start me off with that. Oh, Brian, man, good to see you.
Mr. Bakes-a-lot said earlier that Jordan Love will outperform Caleb this year in his opinion.
I saw that.
And I mean, to date, barring the injuries, Jordan Love, I believe he was the front runner last year for winning the division before he got – no, not before he got hurt, before all his receivers got hurt, then he got hurt.
Okay. I mean, the thing with that Jordan Love has on Caleb is, like I said, he should know that offensive system like the back of his hand.
He should.
And Caleb, being year 2, he really shouldn't be that far behind him. You know what I mean? Like, I get, but Love, like I said, should know all the little cracks and wrinkles and all that shit to that system, to where, you know what I mean? Now it's just coming down to his ability. Do you think his ability is better than Caleb's and whatnot? So,
but that's the thing. But you know what he can hang his hat on? He's got a better completion percentage. He has thrown for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns before, and that's really all he can hang his hat on. I mean, but if that's the criteria you go by, if that's what it is, stats is what it is. You have to do it.
So here's Stroh's real quick.
Huh?
He said Stroh's was saying Caleb's career, 47 TDs, 13 interceptions under 3 different head coaches, will never be topped by any QB. Well, I mean, who knows if
we want it to be top? Like, well, I don't want a quarterback to have 3 head coaches in 2 years. Like, why would we ever want to wish that on somebody?
No, I mean, he's just saying even in general, I think even in the NFL, that probably won't be top. But let's go ahead and get in our other member of the All-Star crew. We said earlier that he was taking the night off because he had to miss his birthday to go out and celebrate. Who knows if he got a hall pass, for a few minutes and was able to come in and just say, hey, baby, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to take my phone with me. So who knows? We'll see. Let's get him in here and see how long he lasts. Valmosi, welcome back to the show, buddy. Oh, he ain't in the bathroom. He good. Oh, can't hear you, buddy. Can't hear you. I think you muted yourself. Oh, no, I still can't hear you. Yeah, you're going to come back. All right, we'll try this again, and we'll try this again for sure.
So Darius Lockhart, every QB in the league has something they are not best at. To nitpick on Caleb is out of pocket. We're not nitpicking. We're speaking as a real person would. We can, if you can't critique somebody for fear of what? Hurting their feelings? Like, then what are we talking sports about? We're not just going to sit up here and kiss ass because he's a bear. No. When Michael Jordan first came in the league, Michael Jordan can't shoot. He can't go left. He's the greatest player of all time. Guess what? People critiqued him and he went and worked on it and got better. So to not say you can't critique is crazy, man. Like,
hear me now?
Yes. Like we gotta, and that's why I said like that fandom shit, man, that homerism. You can't have conversations about it because now it's, if somebody doesn't do well, now you're nitpicking. No, it's not. So wait, so if we're nitpicking, what do you think the coaches are doing?
That's different. They get paid to nitpick, So Dante Foulmouth, Dante was definitely cheering for you to come back on the show. Was happy to see you on the show. So definitely want you to talk some reason into us and slap some sense into us. I guess they haven't been appreciating that thing of being a little too nitpicky on Caleb. And suggesting or kind of wanting his completion percentage to kind of tick up a bit. Not ready to check that box off quite yet, saying, that he's got that all figured out. Do we have faith that he can do it this year and will do it this year? Sure. But definitely understand the point of.
Hey, he don't know foul. That's Dante about to miss this up because you can't talk about Mr. Michigan. You can't talk about him.
You talking about Tom Brady?
Yeah. So, and he said that Tom Brady
he said he's 9.
Not a top 10 QB in this league. So
9
for a loop.
Wait, he's saying Tom Brady is not top 10 as far as ever?
Ever. He said he has him at 9.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to know who's the other 8 guys ahead of him.
Does it? Well, one is Dan Marino and Kurt Warner, but after no.
Dan Marino and Kurt Warner. Dan Marino was probably ahead of his time. Kurt Warner was definitely a guy that benefited from the system that he was in. But Kurt Warner and Dan Marino, I would sit up there. Dan Marino has one of the best arms of all time. So I totally get you on that. Kurt Warner he throws a very pretty ball. The thing about Tom Brady, people got to remember, Tom Brady's arm got stronger as the years went on. When he first came into the league, that arm was not the way it was when he ended. So he got better with that arm as the years went on.
Because what did they do? They nitpicked him and said he had a noodle.
Yeah.
He's a system QB. That's kind of what it turned into.
Well, system QB. You went somewhere else and won a damn Super Bowl before the coach that put in that system. He never won another one after you. So
yeah, no, I hear you.
But I was listening to somebody was saying I love Warren Moon too. One of the best throwers of the football as well. Warren Moon doesn't get that.
Don't be bringing up that name now. Come on,
Aaron Rodgers.
No,
Aaron Rodgers too. I'm not saying none of those guys are better than Tom Brady, but those are all guys that I respect and that they are very good quarterbacks and probably deserve to be. Warren Moon is very underrated.
But remember, he has an asterisk because they took time away from him by not letting him play in the NFL.
Yeah,
he had to go to Canada at first.
Yeah,
remember? So
yeah.
So, real quick, since Val earlier in the show we played radio clipping of guys giving their top 10 QBs and whatnot. That's kind of how we got in the topic of Caleb being the top 10 QB, as of right now. So I'm going to play the clip. Let's bring in Mr. Chicago here as well. Get him on the show since I'm sure he's going to have an opinion about this.
He's going to have an opinion. I think my time for talking is over with now.
No, I'm going to go backstage.
You got to finish because you started. You got to finish.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go backstage, and handle the comments and whatnot. So now we got a decent amount of the crew here. You don't need the substitute teacher here no more. So.
Oh wow, ain't that about nothing?
So let's bring on our boy, Mr. Chicago, the loudest mouth in Atlanta, holding it down. You're muted, Mr. Chicago, before you try and say anything.
Don't let them know that. No.
Actually, I muted myself while you over here talking.
Damn.
What up, man?
All right, guys.
What up, man?
Good. How was your guys' Father's Day? Hopefully everything was good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, damn! Father's Day was so long ago.
It does feel that way, don't it? I spent my Father's Day at Universal Studios, spending all my damn money with my kids. I took the family over to Orlando. We actually drove from Atlanta to Orlando, and at the time of our lives, man, my kids went crazy. Yeah, when I saw that Super Mario World, hell, I felt like a damn kid myself. I was enjoying it more than my kids were. I was over here. They had us like in the game and everything. Like they had us as our own characters and all type of stuff, man. Universal Studios definitely got a whirlwind of my money. I know the bank was like, all right, bro, that's enough. You don't spend no more than money.
I want to what? Oh my God, what do people be thinking about?
So let me play this real quick, and then we'll get into Stroh's list, and we'll definitely break this down. Let me play this audio clip of the top 10 here from Mark Brody, and I think one of his other co-hosts on the 104.3 The Score.
I'm going to address is this. Is he a top 10 quarterback? Because you have balked at that in the past.
I
just need to know, do you think he is one or not?
I'd like to go through. I'd like to discuss it. I'd like to do a little nuance here. I'd like to talk about the quarterbacks that I would put Patrick Mahomes ahead of him. So, yeah, you got the one. Josh Allen, I would put ahead of him right now. Matthew Stafford, I would put ahead of him right now. Lamar Jackson, I would put ahead of him right now. Drake May, 31 touchdowns. Drake May, I would put ahead of him right now. Joe Burrow, I would put ahead of him right now. Dak Prescott, I would put ahead of him right now. What are we up to? 6?
7.
7, okay. I would put Jared Goff ahead of him right now.
Fair.
I would put Sam Darnold ahead of him right now. And he might be right there.
If you got one
he
more,
might be right there. The only other guy that I was haggling with, and I would say I am ready to put Caleb Williams probably right around 10. I was going to say Trevor Lawrence, just because of the year he had last year. But the body of work, I would put Caleb ahead of Trevor Lawrence right now. So he's right there. Yes.
Can I give you another name?
He's right there. Yeah. Who am I leaving out?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. See, I think he's better than Jaden Daniels. Although that's a tough call because he had such a great first year and then he falls back a little bit.
There's another one for you guys. If you all saw the Pete Prisco one, so there's another one on NFL memes that speaks to that. Except for they don't have, this is their list: Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Purdy, Burrow, Herbert, Love, Lawrence, Stafford, Darnold. And I guess it's your flavor of the month, whatever your preference is. The one thing where I say, if you can get to 9, right, and you haven't said Caleb Williams yet, but you haven't said Jalen Hurts yet, you have to give the nod to Jalen Hurts. Been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, outdueled Patrick Mahomes. Like, we got to set some type of criteria here.
Well, I mean, listen, to that point, JB, I would say, obviously to your point, it is about preference, right? It's who you like the most and who you favor the most when it comes to, certain games that you've watched over the course of the period of that quarterback's time. Now, having said that, I can tell you, Jordan Love, have we seen a big, Jordan Love game to even put him above Caleb? No. I would argue, I would argue in favor of you with Jalen Hurts. Obviously, I've been a big fan of Jalen Hurts since he was at Alabama, and we went to Oklahoma, and he came in the league. I think he gets slighted way too much, if you ask me. Purdy, obviously, is a really solid and a damn good system quarterback. I don't know. Again, that's preference when you want to debate that.
But they're going off of people that went to the Super Bowl too. So I'm like, but then if that's the case, then you have to say Jared Goff, because hell, he went to a Super Bowl before he even got to the Lions.
True. So and even in that case, you can say Joe Burrow. Joe, when he's out there, he's top tier. It ain't even up for debate when I say that. Obviously, he's been hindered by a lot of injuries, and it's been taking a lot of games away from him off the field. Now, we talk about durability and availability, which is the most important when you think about it, because if you're not out there, I can't account for you, right?
But Fowl spoke on that. Fowl said if you're getting on Jaden Daniels for being injured, you have to get on Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow is injured more than he plays.
Listen, it's all applicable to every single person. Yeah, the same rules apply to Joe Burrow. Now, granted, when you think about the two, Joe Burrow is most valuable to the Bengals than Jaden Daniels is to the Commanders, because the Commanders have only gone so far as to go to the NFC title game. Burrow went to the Super Bowl his second year. His second year in the league.
Championship his next year.
Yeah, so and we all unanimously agree, my homeboy is still that dude, man. He's still him. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't even care about him getting injured last year. Mahomes is still what everybody is chasing right now. Everybody wants everything Mahomes has. All them MVPs, all them rings. You want that. That's what the hell Caleb is looking at. And I hope that's really the only damn person he needs to be looking at.
So, and I agree with you. Fowl, look at what, and I'll answer Scroll's question in a minute, because Fowl was saying something at first. Caleb led his team further than all those dudes last year, except Stafford and May.
Oh, so JB, listen, they just forgot to mention Lamar. Hear Lamar's name.
I mentioned
Lamar is in the top team. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
He top 3 to me. But Val, to your point with those questions, and for the people that keep saying John Elway never threw for 30 touchdowns. He's only thrown for 4,000 yards once, and he has a 56% career completion percentage.
In fact, a lot of them quarterbacks back then weren't throwing for no damn 4,000 yards. Hell, the only person that threw for over 4 was Dan Marino. He had the damn record in 85.
They don't listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. So this is just because everything is based on everybody's opinion. So the guy that came out with the top 10 quarterbacks,
the first guy or the Pete Prisco guy is what you're talking about.
Well, even the Pete Prisco, well, this is my thing about that. I don't think that when it comes down to top 10 quarterbacks, that Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden Daniels should be on there.
Too soon.
Huh? Wait, are you saying it just based on the small body of work? Or what do you say?
Because I think they need at least 3 years in the league to even be put on that list. Because you kind of think about it, you need some body work. Like you sit up there said, we talk about Jaden Daniels, right? We only really got 1 year of him. He played 7 games last year. Okay. True, Caleb Williams stood up there and played behind a poo-poo ass coaches.
One of the worst coaches in the league last year.
Saying Drake May, I don't even think he played too much last year. I mean, not last year, but his rookie year. He came in like maybe halfway or towards the end. To me, those guys need more body of work before I start putting them in the top 10 of anything as far as when it comes down to those quarterbacks. Because I mentioned that last year when people would start talking about quarterbacks. I said, how can you sit up there and put a quarterback in a top 10 or up there when they've only had 1 year? You don't know what happened.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
We seen Joe Flacco sit up there and go to the goddamn Super Bowl, and then after that, his career was very poor to fucking mediocre.
Well, I mean, he's a journeyman backup at that point. But I would agree to an extent, Foul, if it wasn't for people putting that criteria up. Like, think about this. Before last year, CJ Stroud was on that list too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's when he did his first 2 seasons. So you can only go off a subtotal of what that quarterback has done in the small window frame of time that they've actually played. So with that being the case, we only strictly going off last year's success or failures, whatever.
How does he jump somebody that has a larger body of work, like a Lamar, like a Mahomes? The gentleman right here just said he's taking Caleb over Mahomes. In what world and why?
That's ridiculous. Listen, I'm a big Mahomes fan, and I'm a big Caleb fan. But ain't no damn way in hell right now I'm saying that with this damn dude having 3 damn rings, 4 MVPs. Okay, Caleb hasn't gotten there yet. Not yet.
This is the thing.
He getting there.
When you look at it, you said something about CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud played 3 years already. He's had 3 years.
And last year was a down year. It was a bad year for him.
So if you want to put exactly, I mean, to be honest with you, his last 2 years have been so to mediocre because
his defense has made him get to the playoffs.
Absolutely. And hell, it was him turning the ball over that they got them losing the game.
Yeah, after he had the best year that a rookie quarterback ever had, people were sitting up there talking, "Oh my God, you got to put."
They were already crowning him then, and I like CJ. Yeah, they was crowning him too early then.
We've gone and seen what's happening. So that's my exact point of when I'm talking about the Drake May. I'm talking about the Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy.
But Purdy too, he was hurt last year. He shouldn't be in that list either.
Those guys need at least 3 years. Once this year is complete, we can sit up there and now we can start talking about all those guys, top 10, top 15, top 5, top 20 quarterbacks in the league. Because we're going to see at least 3 years of body of work from those guys.
Yeah. Well, I would say this, most of those listings, most of those rankings are predicated on last year's numbers and success and things like that, and who who held the most value to their team when it came to wins and losses? Who was the most credited to the wins? Who was the most criticized for the losses? Type thing, right? So when you think about it, some of those quarterbacks had some winning drives and won some games here and there, but Caleb he stood out in front of everyone when it came down to being Mr. Clutch, Mr. Fourth Quarter, winning those games, having 8 game winning or tying total in the entire season. But then the fact that he also won 7 out of those 8, which was the most that any other quarterback had did. If you like tally up some of them other damn quarterbacks, like putting them together, they had like about 7 damn wins. He had 7 alone by himself. Now I know, wins ain't just a quarterback stat, and everyone wants to argue that shit. And we can argue that for another time, but I can tell you this much. Looking at whoever else would have been the quarterback for us in those moments, we're not winning a lot of those games. So Caleb doing what he did in a spectacular fashion that he did it in the fourth quarter, we got to put him in the top 10. I'm not saying he got to be top 5, but he about between 7 and 10. I'm gonna say that much. At least right now.
I'm not putting him in the top 10.
I'm not putting Drake May in the top 10. I'm not putting Jaden Daniels in the top 10.
You can't put Purdy in there either. Purdy ain't played the whole damn season. You can't put who else?
Purdy's been in the league.
This is
for
5th
at
year,
least 3 to 4 years.
But we're talking. Listen, if y'all go back and look at a lot of these rankings that people have done, they basing this off last year's success. I'm telling you that right now. This ain't just based on their whole totality. It's based off 1 year.
If you basing off of last year's success, Joe Burrow should not be on there.
I was just about to say the same thing. Joe Burrow
shouldn't even be on there because he barely played last year.
And then Sam Darnold got to be the number 1 quarterback. If you
Sam is on the list. Listen to me. You're talking to someone who's been very damn critical of Sam Darnold his whole damn career. I felt in my heart of hearts, UFC quarterbacks, UFC quarterbacks, they don't ever pan out very damn well in the damn league. We only seen Carson Palmer be the only damn person that did that. And Sam Darnold has resurged his career and started a whole new career since he left San Francisco and went to Minnesota.
Even if you bring in a Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold's going to have 2 good years?
Two really good years. And that's the last 2 years.
They were really good.
Exactly.
Listen, the fact that I'm saying that is crazy.
Exactly. But the reason why we can sit up there and talk about Sam Darnold is because Sam Darnold's been in the league how many years now?
A long time. He played with the Panthers. He played with the Jets. He was just god awful with the Jets.
He's up there because him and Baker and all them was all in the same damn draft. So that's what I'm saying. Like I can't put Caleb. I can't put Jaden Daniels up there.
But that's what I'm saying, though, Fal. The body. Listen, the criteria differs for everybody. You're saying the body of work. Some people are saying last year's stats and success. Some people are saying the last 2 to 3 years or since they've been in the league type thing. So the criteria differs for everybody.
But that's why I call bull even when I'm talking to the people in the chat, because you're not going to tell me that Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Bo Nix are better than Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar Jackson. You're not going to tell me those.
Absolutely. Not right now. Not right now.
We can't just go.
Not right now.
I see what Darius Lockhart is saying. He's saying it's a year-to-year, not entire career. So even if we're going year-to-year, Lamar Jackson should not be on there. Joe Burrow should not be on there.
Again, this is preference, y'all.
You got to make sure that you got the right criteria. Don't tell me that they're going from year to year because that's bullshit. Because 2 of them quarterbacks will not be on there.
Thank you. And
listen, it's all about preference. You like spaghetti, and I like chicken Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of preference. It's about who you like, who you watch the most, and who you saw who's the most exciting.
We're not arguing preference, but at some point in time, you have to look at body of work. You have to look at what you've done for me lately, what you may or may not be projected to do in the future. You have to consider that if you look at just what you're doing right now. So are these people going to say that if Caleb has a Baker Mayfield-ish type season when he sucked with the Panthers? Are they going to be like, oh, he's still great? This man right here just said Caleb is the most talented.
Don't read that, baby. I just read that. Don't even read that. Don't even bother. He trolling. That's trolling, man. That ain't nothing but a damn troll, Fal.
These the same people talking about Tom Brady is the number 9th best quarterback ever to play the game. Hey, man.
JB, you get your blood pressure up too high for no damn reason. They are trolling you, JB.
Nah, they ain't trolling.
I'm not even reading that shit. I'm not buying into that.
Strohs is not trolling. He's a Bears fan. He's believes he said the thing.
Ain't no way.
He's
no way he believed that shit he just said. There's no way. There is no way, Crook. You ain't gonna convince me that.
No, that's
my
fine.
thing is this: you got to keep
putting on his Nostradamus glasses and seeing into the future.
You got to keep it funky.
Seeing that shit.
The thing is,
which is fine.
It's either what these guys have gone and done in their career or what they did last year. It's just that simple.
Again, I'm telling you, some people have based it off last
year. All right, so if it's off of what they did last year, then go
Caleb's
ahead
on that
and
list.
take Lamar out. He missed about 4 games.
Okay.
You could take Joe Burrow out because he missed a good portion of the damn season. What other quarterbacks do we have in there that missed quite a few games last year? Because
not just missed games, pal. Not just missed games, because me and JB went back and forth about this. I'm not picking Justin Herbert over Caleb. I'm not. No, I'm not, because Herbert. Give me one great game from Herbert that he did, that he actually came back and won a game. What game? What's one game in Herbert's career that stands out to you like a sore thumb about him that showed him that he was great?
You're looking for style points. You're looking for style points because when you're talking about what great game did he have, he may not have a great game.
This is about it factors. This is about the it factor. Justin Herbert don't have that it factor that Caleb has. You don't.
Oh my God. This is what I'm saying. This is why sometimes you can't talk to fanatics, sometimes fans, because they get too caught up. I'm a Bears fan. I like Caleb Williams. I say it again. I like Caleb Williams.
Me too. But he ain't the best quarterback in the league.
But I can't sit up here and say, oh, man, let me move a couple goalposts to make Caleb look better. Or
that's exactly what they do.
Goalposts to make this quarterback look better.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting them up that high.
If we going off of last year, Drake May did have a better year than him. I'm not saying that Drake May would eventually have the better career than him.
Right. I agree with that.
He had a better year than Drake May's rookie year. So,
hey, Bo Nix had a better year because he went further then in their estimation.
Bo Nix ended up going to the same game. He played. Well, he wasn't playing the game against Drake May, but his team played. The Patriots played the Broncos.
Well, I said he got him there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Bo Nix is pretty good. I would say this much for sure. That 24 quarterback class is damn good, though, in totality. That's for damn sure.
Like you talk about Justin Herbert.
Herbert good. Don't get me wrong. I never said Herbert was bad, but
has put up some nice numbers.
He's had a 5,000
better than Caleb right now.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
I can't never listen. He's starting to turn into James Harden to me. He's starting to be that seasoned damn player and don't ever show up in the damn playoffs.
Well,
his first go at the playoffs, he showed up and won. And who was it against? Of all damn teams, them green bastards.
But
guess what he's doing? He's going to the playoffs. He's making the fucking playoffs, whether you like it or not. Same thing with Dak. Dak could end up poo-pooing the goddamn playoffs.
So we're not going to talk about the damn Jaguars beating the damn Chargers after being down 27 points?
No,
we going to talk about that?
We're not saying that doesn't happen, but what we're saying is this, and like I told you before.
21 points?
When you're critiquing, right, you can't go by, oh, this kid did this Michael Jordan throw and then say nobody else can do that. And then when we counter and say, oh, but he didn't even have 60% completion. Oh, now completion percentage matters. Okay, now highlights matter. You know what neither one of them did? Neither one of them bastards won the Super Bowl. Neither one of them went to the divisional, the AFC champion or NFC championship games. So let's stop moving the goalposts and let's start getting some real criteria around here, because you know what Ben Johnson said? Oh, if he's not around 70%, then he ain't getting it. So let's keep it funky. Let's keep it a buck. He's great. He's super talented. Is he better than Patrick Mahomes? Hey, man, kill yourself.
No, man, listen. I don't know. Listen, you gone off that fresh batch that just came straight from Cuba, man.
Jackson, 41 touchdowns, 4 picks. No.
Anybody who think right now Caleb is better than Mahomes, that you off that fresh batch of that shit that Michael Irvin used to be on, man. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't a drug you can sell me on that don't get you that damn high to convince yourself that Caleb is better than Mahomes right now. Ain't no drug you can find that just don't get you that damn high.
I'll tell you another thing. Not many quarterbacks pass or complete 70% of their passes.
It's
it's probably like 3 or 4 at all time.
That is
right, because Drew Brees might have did it twice, right?
Well, Drew Brees kept doing the shit. Like he's the only damn person that just kept doing it. Everybody else, you know,
they
68, 67.
Drake May actually did it.
I would be happy
Drake
with
May did
it. He did that 1 year there last year. He did it.
I'll be happy if he completes fucking 63 to 66%. That's fine with me. That's very good. I don't need 70%.
I think he will get at 65. I'm willing to bet he will get at 65 this year.
I'll take 65 and run with it.
Yep.
Oh God.
And then they got to stop doing this Drew Brees thing too, because like Drew Brees also threw for 5,000 yards 4 times. Like, what are we talking about? They're not the same.
He did that 5 times. He was Mr. Check down. He was Mr. 1-2 bow. He didn't think about it. He didn't rethink it. It was 1-2 bow every single time. And Drew Brees even said that.
We have another member that wants to come on. God, I hope he doesn't say anything crazy as hell. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a guy we haven't seen in a long time. Our boy,
Marlon.
Easy.
I have never said anything crazy in my life.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Stop the cap. Never said anything crazy before.
You serious?
I am a
Hey, that's a
perfectly
good one,
normal
teacher. They'll
gentleman.
run away.
So what is it that you would like to say, Easy?
Oh, no, I just wanted to join the show. It seemed, there weren't a lot of people on, but now there are more people on. But
Is Caleb a top 10 QB right now in the NFL in your book? That's kind of what we've been discussing. We have a few people in the chat that are like saying he's top 3 in the chat that they would put him right now. But just overall, we played a list of the top 10 guys, so that's some NFL QBs. Does Caleb Williams make your list of top 10 right now?
yeah, I think he's on the lower half of the top 10. I wouldn't put him in top 3, but sure. I'd put him. But look, the NFL top 100's coming out. He's going to rank very, very highly. I just want to say that. And
he's already.
You don't think so?
Well, the CBS one came out, and he's only like number 70.
No, I'm talking about the NFL top 100.
You cannot say he's not top 10 if he's top 100 and literally one of the top 100 players in the damn league. You even had a damn rival player in Micah Parsons saying he was number 1. And Packer fans have lost their shit because a brain fuck player said that a Bears quarterback, no less, is number 1.
Well, I'm sure JB won't even have him in his top 40 quarterbacks. But Fal, where do you have him?
Even with the CBS top 100, the guy that made his top 100, there's 19 quarterbacks in it. Okay, 19. He has 19 quarterbacks in it. There's only 3 Bears. Right. Joe Tooney. No, I'm sorry. Yes, 3 Bears. I think it's Joe Tooney.
I thought it was 4. It was Tooney, Loveland.
Darnell Wright was on that list too, wasn't he?
Sweat, Colston Loveland.
Montez Sweat.
Darnell went on the list. I could have sworn Darnell.
Darnell Wright is not on. Then there's only 3 Bears.
Okay, then yeah, it's 3.
It's
like
4.
Goldilocks.
It's 4. It should be Caleb. It should be Loveland. It should be
Tony.
Joe Tooney, and it should be
That's right. Colston is on there. Yep.
I just said Montez Sweat.
Yeah. Tez is 91.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yep, Tez number 91. Yeah, I remember that.
But I think that's a different ranking than the CBS guy.
Well, no. The CBS guy that's his top 100.
Yeah, that's different.
The NFL's top 100, I don't think has came out yet.
Not yet, but like the top
they're doing it like
100 through 91 came out.
Yeah,
100 through 91 came out, and that's where Sweat was. He was at 91.
Yeah, and Colston Loveland was at, I think, what, number 100?
I don't think so. No, 100 was 100 was someone notable. It was It wasn't a bear. I don't think it was a bear. I think it was a. Well, Loveland's. Oh no, you're right. No, Loveland was 100 on the CBS.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I knew I saw Loveland's name. He was on 100.
Yeah. Loveland.
Hey, but after this year, Loveland's gonna be a top. He's gonna be a top 20 in the league. That's my hot take. I'm so high on Loveland. I think he's gonna be crazy. I think he's gonna be crazy. I think he's gonna go up.
Why wouldn't you be?
Exactly. We live in the positive here.
Yeah, you can live in there's nothing wrong with living in the positive, but be realistic as well.
Loveland
realistically
won't be
positive.
top 25? Is that what you're saying, Fal?
You said what?
Are you saying Colston Loveland won't be in the top 25?
I don't think that's what he's saying at all.
I don't know if he will or he won't. I have to wait to see him in the next.
Right, I mean, you can't.
I'm not one of those guys that see a guy after 1 year or 2 years, and I'm like, oh my God, he's fucking great. He belongs.
You talking about Colston Loveland, Fal?
Well, that's boring because you got to have a hot take. You got to.
Say it one more damn time. Colston damn Loveland.
I know who we talking
about. The hot take was these fools think Caleb's the best quarterback in the league. That's the hot take.
There ain't no damn hot take. That's a ridiculous take. And that's coming from
I'm not saying he's the best in the league, but hey, the fact is he's top. I have him in top 10 after year 2. That's pretty good.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
I'll give you another example. Brian Thompson Jr. He arguably had probably maybe the best season out of those wide receivers that came out in that draft with
Malik Neighbors and them.
Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors.
He got hurt, Fal. He got hurt.
He looked like shit before he got hurt. Chicago, he was dropping every fucking thing. He looked like shit before he got hurt. I'm waiting to see what he's going to do in year 3. To see, are we going to get the guy that we got in year 1? Are we going to get the guy that we got in year 2? Or we're going to get something in between?
I'm going to tell you right now, Colston Loveland ain't going to be on no damn decline. I won't be willing to bet anybody that.
Wait, JB's trying to talk to me. This should be interesting.
Hold on, easy. You'll love this. A gentleman here said Tom Brady is the 9th best quarterback ever. So this is what we're dealing with right now.
Boy, they on that LT shit, man.
Right now.
I don't even entertain shit like that.
No, I would never entertain that. That's ridiculous.
So delusional, man. Like
Tom Brady,
and I love it because it makes for good banter, but
he is without question, in my opinion. I think he's the number 1 quarterback of all time, and it without debate. Without debate. 7 championships.
It's not a debate. Right now, Tom Brady is still the GOAT.
Tom Brady, he is one of one. And people who don't know ball will say, "Oh well, he wasn't mobile enough. Like he wasn't." Have you seen his footwork? Tom Brady, like he was a technician.
He wasn't mobile enough, but yet he.
I'm not asking you to like Tom Brady. Just admit
he was just throwing recently with some like playing a pickup game with some guys and was still dogging.
Okay, now I know you trolling. Just because Eli beat him in 2 Super Bowls does not mean he's better than Tom Brady.
Man, knock that off.
No, that's a troll thing. He's trolling. That's
stop that. Now you out of salary captain, man.
0
out of salary captain right now. Stop that. Don't do that.
I don't even think Eli was that good, honestly. I think Eli was
Eli was the greatest mediocre quarterback I've ever seen.
Eli, he's like the Florida Marlins of football because he accidentally won a couple Super Bowls, and that's going to get him into the Hall of Fame.
This is why I talk about people when they try to like trash Tom Brady or come up with some ridiculous take like he's not like number 9. Tom Brady.
Number 9?
Yeah. How many times did Tom Brady actually have a number 1 wide receiver?
Twice. And it was the same person, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
And then he threw for 50 touchdowns, which was then an NFL record at that particular point.
I'm sorry, 3 times because he did have Mike Evans, so we'll give Mike Evans that. So 3
times.
Yeah,
absolutely, Mike Evans. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, look what happened. He went to the Bucks, who was a stacked team, and immediately made them, Super Bowl contenders. Like that, he went out there and showed.
And then he threw the ball to Randy
how
Moss,
much of an
who
X
set
factor
the
he is.
NFL record as far as touchdowns for a wide receiver.
Yep, 23 touchdowns, still the record. 23.
But here's something again where I say that people watch how you talk. If Tom Brady is a system quarterback and was great, aren't all great quarterbacks system quarterbacks? Because the great Caleb Williams is about to be a system quarterback.
Well,
hey, guess what? Guess what? You want to hear something? System quarterback is not an insult. And you know what else is not an insult?
It's not.
Game manager. Game manager is not an insult. Because guess what a quarterback's job is? A quarterback's job is to manage the game and win the game and take care of the football.
Don't be the reason why you lost the damn game.
You know what happens to quarterbacks that ain't good in systems? Either them or the coach get fired.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Actually, both. The coach goes first, and then the quarterback, when they realize the quarterback wasn't that damn good no way, and he wasn't the coach, it ship his ass off too.
And that's what I'm saying. People
there's one exception.
All good quarterbacks are system quarterbacks, man.
The only quarterback I can think of
system quarterback.
The only quarterback.
Well, Mahomes is not a system.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Mahomes absolutely is a system quarterback.
He plays
within his own damn talent.
No.
That's part of the system. That's what Andy Reid's system is. It allows for that kind of creativity. Like just because he's creative, it doesn't mean he's not a system quarterback.
Okay.
These are people that are not system quarterbacks. Michael Vick. That's not a system quarterback. That's a run around, get open, be athletic quarterback. Cam Newton was a system quarterback for 1 year, and then when he said to hell with the system, right? Never did anything else ever again.
I can somewhat agree with that. That didn't necessarily work out in his favor, though. Like Cam had talent, but I felt like had he worked within the system even longer, he could have been much better. He would have had better numbers.
He could have. But that brings me to my next person. They want to harp about how great John Elway was. John Elway didn't win shit until he got with Mike Shanahan's system,
right.
And a Georgia running back. Then he won 2 Super Bowls with a good defense. Before that, when he was helter-skelter doing whatever he wanted with Dan Reeves, he wasn't doing nothing but going to the Super Bowl and losing.
Well, you want to know what's so crazy? Since we want to talk about system quarterbacks and we want to talk about quarterbacks, period. Who do you guys, and I just need one answer, who do you guys think is the number 1 quarterback in the NFL right now?
Right now, Mahomes. Okay. So the 3 of you guys got Mahomes. There are people saying that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mahomes.
Josh Allen is the best athlete at the quarterback position. That's a different thing.
Is he?
Maybe.
He's the biggest athlete.
He's the biggest athlete. He ain't the best athlete. Lamar Jackson is the best athlete at quarterback.
I ain't the most. I'm not super bullish on that one. I mean, he and Lamar are like both very athletic, in different ways.
I'm gonna be real with you. I love Josh Allen's game.
See what I'm saying? Now
think about this, y'all. No. Think about this. No, Caleb is a damn good athlete, but Lamar, the year that he didn't win the damn MVP, should have been the year he won MVP because Josh Allen's numbers look great, but it still wasn't better than Lamar Jackson's. They just didn't want to give it to Lamar.
The reason why I asked you guys this is because many people were saying that putting Mahomes, because of the accomplishments that he had early on in his career, as the baby GOAT. But if you go and you look at Mahomes' stats recently, his shit is falling.
I don't care about his stats.
Yeah, it ain't falling very much. It ain't falling very much. By his standards, it's falling.
And everything is falling.
No.
By his standards, pal. By his standards, it's falling. By anybody else's standards, those numbers still look good.
Let me give you something.
There's other factors.
Yeah, in 2023, hold on. In 2023, he threw for 27 TDs and 14 interceptions.
And 14 picks. Yeah.
And 24, he threw for 26 TDs 11.
Wait, but how many? Hold on. But what did he do the year before that though? 5,000 yard, 41 touchdowns.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying.
No, he threw 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
The stats are constantly going down. That's what I'm sitting up there trying to say. The last 3 years, his stats ain't been looking good, and it ain't up to Mahomes standards. That's just for NFL standards at all. Because if we sit up here and say Caleb threw for 27 TDs and 14 interceptions, we'll sit up there. The man threw for goddamn 20 TDs and 6 interceptions, and people were saying that was a bad year. And you talking about a quarterback?
Anybody who said that was just ridiculous, though. Because we don't touchdown to quarterback. Touchdown interception ratio is top tier. You can't dismiss that. The fact is, Caleb has thrown, I think, 42 touchdowns in 2 years and only like 13 or 14 interceptions. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn good.
People obsess over this touchdown interception ratio, and it's important, but you have to remember that not all interceptions are created equally. You know, sometimes a quarterback will throw an interception on 4th down because he's just throwing it up, and you can't take a sack on 4th down, so you're going to give your guy a chance. If you have 5 interceptions that come on that, it's like an arm punt. Exactly. You know, like an interception. If I throw wait, let me finish. If I throw 3 interceptions and they're all on 3rd and long because I'm trying to just, make something happen, I would argue I have a better game than someone who throws 1 interception, but it was on 2nd and 1 or something like that, where you still have a chance. It's all about the context of the game. And people are so quick to just disregard the context of how football games go, when the reality is, just not all turnovers, not all touchdowns, not all interceptions are created equal.
Well, right. And even to that point about the completion, I want to piggyback off that. So even with the completion,
hold on, Marlon. Listen. Hold on, though. But you got to remember, foul was one thing. The loss of Tyreek Hill did change their trajectory.
It did.
And I forgot the other really, really fast receiver that they had that didn't pan out, that changed. But before that year,
Hardman, he scored the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl.
41 touchdowns.
Yep.
5,200 yards. McCole Hardman. There you go.
McCole Hardman, yep.
Hold on. This is what I'm sitting up there saying.
Did we have him for a year or two?
This is what I'm saying. Pat Mahomes is a beast. But I got ridiculed. People get ridiculed when there were people around that trying to tell, just pump your brakes on him. Yes, he's accomplished more in a few seasons than any quarterback probably in NFL history. But that doesn't make you the GOAT. That doesn't sit up there and define your career. Your career is not defined till it's fucking over with.
Wow, but he's a game changer. He's a game changer.
Huh?
He's a game changer. He's the person you have to make sure you stop.
Nobody's not saying that. Did he have fucking 3 damn years? He has not had a good season. Period. Point fucking blank. There's nothing to debate about it.
That's not true. He had a good season. If you're looking at it, you're just looking at his stats.
It wasn't Pat Mahomes. That's why I just said, JB.
Dog them the fuck out.
It wasn't Pat Mahomes.
15-1, just under 3,900 yards with 26 touchdowns, 11 picks is not a bad season.
It's not bad at all, actually.
The team success is great. We're not talking about team success. We're talking about the individual.
That's the problem.
Let me ask you a question, Fal. Let me ask you a question. I need to ask this question.
The last couple Super Bowls have been.
Let me ask you a question, Fal. What's the one quarterback in the NFL that is more dependent on their quarterback? No, I'm sorry. What's the one team in the NFL that's more dependent on their quarterback more than any other team in the NFL?
The Chiefs Cincinnati? And the Bills.
Cincinnati, Buffalo.
I mean, damn near
anybody still winning games. Cincinnati still winning games. The Chiefs ain't the damn Chiefs without Pat Mahomes. The Bengals were still winning some games with all 172-year-old ass Joe Flacco.
Hold on.
You're asking the wrong questions.
No, I'm asking the right question. Who's most valuable of their team?
You're not going to
correct me if I'm wrong, JB, but haven't the Chiefs won their last 2 Super Bowls because of their defense, not their offense?
They won it because their defense, but Patrick Mahomes ended up winning it, bringing them to the last time to win the game. But the defense is what got the ball.
I'm just sitting up there saying the thing is this. Without that
You're
defense
missing the
holding
point.
them down, they ain't winning shit because they ain't like they've been a juggernaut on offense.
You're missing the point still, fellas. You have to understand.
No. The person who in the damn chat missing the damn point.
Marlon, let me talk. Marlon, let me talk. Marlon, let me talk. Come on. Let me talk. All right. The question is, if you are, late in the game, fourth quarter, tie game, or you're losing by a touchdown or something, which quarterback in the NFL do you want leading your team? The correct answer is unanimously Patrick Mahomes. Because he's the
most valuable quarterback.
He doesn't have any blind spots in those moments. And yeah, the defense was certainly a contributing factor in those Super Bowl wins. No question about it. But the reason they won that game is because they have 15. The reason why they've won these Super Bowls is because 15 made the plays when it mattered. And what it comes down to. That's why, he's transcended. It's when the game's on the line. That's why I have so much faith in Caleb, by the way.
He's the ultimate game changer, pal.
Light up the fucking scoreboard.
He's the ultimate game changer. There is nobody in the league like Mahomes.
No, I'm not saying. Look, this is my thing. I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes, and we're gonna say this, and then we're gonna get into some shout-outs. I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes is a bum. I'm not saying Pat Mahomes is not good. I'm not saying Pat Mahomes is not the damn best quarterback in the NFL. All I'm sitting up there saying is that Pat Mahomes, the last 3 years, individually, has not had the best damn seasons. Because if we can put up his numbers compared to other quarterbacks' numbers, and we will sit up there and say, oh, if we gave those numbers to another quarterback that wasn't named Pat Mahomes, we'll sit up there and say, oh man, he had either a okay season or a bad season, according to some people. But because it's Pat Mahomes, and we've seen what he's gone and done previously, like throwing 41 touchdowns, as JB alluded to, throwing 50 touchdowns.
It was 50.
As we all gone and on.
He threw 50 touchdowns.
That's not what we're talking about, Marlon. You don't listen. I told you he did it twice.
You sound like a fantasy football nerd right now.
How? Because I'm telling
because who gives a shit what his regular season stats are? He's gonna, as long as he's winning games, that's what matters. And he got to the Super Bowl in 2024 despite having more pedestrian numbers.
Defense, dude. What was their defense ranked? What was their
really good?
Ranked?
Yeah, it was a really good defense. But guess what? Really good defenses still can't win unless they have at least a competent quarterback.
It's like talking to my sister.
Yep.
The bottom line is when you have Patrick Mahomes and he has set his bar to a level that he is not accustomed to showing, then it looks like he's not having a good season. But when you compare him to others, he's still having a good season for an NFL quarterback.
Exactly.
Josh Allen,
exactly the point.
Josh Allen, they said, had a great season last year. 69% completion, 3,900 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks. Oh, man, Josh Allen had a great season. If Patrick Mahomes has that same season, he's digressing. He's regressing. He's not up to par because he set his standards so high.
JB, I made the point already about how even Lamar's year that he didn't win, that his numbers were still better than Josh Allen's, and Josh Allen had a damn good year that year. It still wasn't better than Lamar Jackson's. Lamar should have 3 MVPs. He should be right next to Mahomes when it comes to MVPs because Lamar, he put, I think it was like over 41 or 40-some touchdowns.
He said
it was 41 touchdowns, 4,100 yards, four picks. He had 4 picks.
4 picks,
I think
man.
4 rushing touchdowns.
So
4 picks.
Like I said,
41 touchdowns.
All 4 of the picks were bobbles. They were
those numbers that I stated to you. Are those good numbers for a quarterback? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So if I bring up another quarterback and sit up there and state on numbers, I don't want to hear that they're trash.
I just did it for you. Josh Allen just did it. 3,900 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks. And they said he had a good year.
How's rushing?
They did.
Rushing matters. Probably ran the ball really well too. Just saying.
He ran the ball a lot.
The last 3 years, his numbers have not been good. He's been declining the last.
They have not been Mahomes, right? Mahomes numbers. That's what me and JB kept saying. They have not been Mahomes numbers, but they don't mean
his numbers have been great. But that doesn't mean he is still as great as he was though, as a player.
I didn't say that he wasn't great. I mentioned that.
Okay, then what are we talking about?
Huh?
Then what are we arguing about?
We're not arguing about shit. Y'all decided to argue. I just sit up there and said that his numbers are in fucking decline. What the fuck?
Hey, all I know
we're all on the same page. Yeah, his numbers aren't as good.
Yeah, and I
26
said
is less than 50.
I'm going to answer Scroll's question again. He said, who would I trade for Caleb Williams right now that would guarantee us a championship? Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Burrow for sure. Those four I would trade Caleb Williams.
Mahomes should have been here. Mahomes should have been here, damn it. Don't get me back going down misery lane and seeing how stupid the damn owner and the damn GM at the time not even looking at Mahomes.
Well, let's get into some shout outs because I got to go sing happy birthday to the wifey.
Oh, yes. Very important.
Oh, that's what they call it now, singing?
Well, hey.
Foul can't sing worth the damn.
Someone's going to be singing.
Yelling, whatever.
Mr. 2% milk, you go first, and so you don't go get spoiled there.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Chicago Cubs. They've been a roller coaster this year, man, I tell you. But, they've been... What now?
Did they lose tonight?
No, they're up 9-3.
Are they? Or did they lose?
Yeah, they have 9. No, they've won 4 in a row.
Oh, okay.
Cubs have been hot. It's been a roller coaster, but they've been fun. Shout out to the White Sox too; they've been good. Shout out to
team in baseball.
Are they?
Stop the cap.
We are. Don't do that, Crook. Don't do that behind the scenes shit. We the hottest team in baseball. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah, I mean that 22-run game was pretty cool. My mom, I like her. Shout out to my wife. I love her. Getting married in less than 6 months. Very exciting. Shout out to my grandpa. He just turned 90. And my stepdad, who just turned 65. A couple of senior citizens out there. Shout out to there's got to be something else to shout out. I think that's.
You making me dizzy.
Shout out to the World Cup. It's been, I don't really care about soccer, but it's been kind of fun, I guess. So, shout out to that.
Hey man.
Hey. Go ahead, Mr. Chicago. You up?
Well, I missed being on the show the past couple of weeks, man. I've been traveling, summer vacation trips and things like that. So it's always good to talk Chicago sports with y'all. I am happy to see, man, that the Chicago Bulls looking like they're not stupid anymore, because Caleb Wilson's upside is probably the highest in this draft class, and that's not being biased. I love this damn kid. This man was averaging 20 and 10 in college. 15, got a long wingspan. The boy got his own damn. He got a 16-footer. You know what I'm saying? He can create his own shots. He's a damn good defender too. I'm very hopeful about him and Dylan as well. Man, I think Dylan was pretty damn solid at Texas. I would like to see how they match up in tandem together. So I'll be paying close attention to these summer league games for sure. Yeah, man. Shout out, man, to the White Sox, man. Hottest damn team in baseball. I don't know what the hell Cook and Easy talking about. Listen, the Cubs, yeah, y'all nice up there up north. Keep y'all ass up north. This outside all day, baby. I've been rocking my hats, all my White Sox hats, proudly these days, man. I feel real good. So much to a point. I'm actually, I just purchased me a Murakami jersey, and I will be coming home in September for my alumni high school picnic, and also going to the White Sox game against the Twins in September. So I'm looking forward to seeing that W. And
clearly didn't read Darius's comment.
I ain't seen nothing flash across the screen, but yeah, I will be sitting in center field, making sure that Jermaine O'Neal. I mean, Jermaine O'Neal was decent, but no. Caleb's upside is much higher than that. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, I am concerned about the coaching staff because again, with Thiago Splitter, I don't know what he's bringing. I didn't pay enough attention to him in Portland to even say he's be bad or good. I'm just waiting to see what him and the rest of his coaching staff are going to look like when it comes to developing these players. We'll see what happens when the season starts.
This is shout outs, not a recap.
Yeah. It is shout outs. I'm giving kudos to my damn Chicago sports team. I'm giving kudos to my shut your ass up. I'm giving kudos to my damn Chicago sports team. So anyway, what the hell the damn Chicago Sky is doing? Obviously, since our main player got hurt months ago, it's been a downhill from there. But anyway, hopefully they pick back up at some point. Well, obviously it's the offseason for the Bears, so I ain't gonna even mention them. The subject of Chicago sports, well, sports related. This past weekend, I had the privilege of not only the past 4 years I've been participating in the HBCU 5K walk run, where we're raising money for HBCU students for scholarships, and so I had the privilege of donating $1,000 of my own money to two students who are currently at HBCUs. One is at Jackson State, the other one is at Albany State, and I was definitely proud of the outcome in terms of how many HBCUs represented. A huge outcome, man. We had 65 HBCUs represented. I have 107 HBCUs in the country. 65 of them showed up in large numbers, and so kudos to everybody, all my HBCU alums worldwide, man. We definitely showed up and represented. I was happy to represent my school, Russ College in Alice Springs, Mississippi, the oldest HBCU in the state of Mississippi. So definitely kudos to them for that. And hopefully, man, again, I'm putting it out there to challenge everybody to do something to help our future generation of leaders to help them compete in the global community once they graduate, man. So definitely invest in education, invest in these students, man, because they need like we did at one point in time. So kudos to them for that. Again, man, right now it's starting to look real hopeful and optimistic being a Chicago sports fan. And I'm loving this. So let's see what happens, man. I'm definitely anxious about what's to come in these next few months in Chicago sports in general. So Chicago against the goddamn world, man. Let's go.
Thank you. Hey, that's very commendable what you did, brother, too. I like to
appreciate that.
Very commendable. Not too many brothers do that. I appreciate that, family.
Yeah.
Go ahead, JB. The chat was fucking lit tonight.
Was it?
Not JB said it wasn't. JB was getting pissed off right now.
It was lit because they lit something.
Yeah.
Lit, I don't know what.
That pipe, man. That pipe that was hanging on the nightstand.
First of all, shout out to you guys. Love when we all come together like Voltron and actually wreck some shit up.
Yeah,
that's great. Just to address some Darius Lockhart. You said none of those guys that I named are gonna bring Chicago a championship. But if they're better than Caleb and they can't bring it, but Caleb will, we'll talk offline because I think you smoking crack too. Scrolls, you said don't make this complicated. Who would you trade? I said it, I'll say it again. To make the Bears give me a Super Bowl this season, give me Mahomes, give me Stafford, give me Allen, give me Lamar, give me Burrow, and I guarantee you we win. One of them gonna get it done. Right? So there, I answered your question like 4 different times. So hopefully, you get it this time. But I'm Scrolls, we gotta talk too, man. You talking about some Tom Brady, the number 9, like he one on crack, one on heroin. Like the drugs need to stop. Like you want to keep working here, stay off the drugs. Crack is whack, dope ain't dope. All right.
They off that press batch, straight from Cuba, JB, straight from Cuba.
Something like what you say, Crook? Damn. But shout out to Neon Peacock that came in early enough, and we know none of these people on drugs. We're just talking because it's fun to talk, and we like the fact that we can have this open banter, whether we are positively or constructively criticizing a team, a player, a coach, whatever. That's what it's about. Because damn it, when you're not good at your job, you don't have a job. That's just what it is. And it's okay. So shout out to Neon Peacock for coming on. James Childress early in office. Dante Purify came in early in office. Dante had a lot to say. Bearsky Film was on. Bearsky tried to hang with us. Bearsky, get well. I know you said you were dealing with a little illness. But shout out to you. Hope you get better, brother. They was going back and forth. Bears 1985. Thank you for jumping in. Let's see. Man, we had a lot of talk today. Mr. Bakes a lot. At least he admits it. Thank you for chiming in, Mr. Bakes a lot. Ron Winarski. He said, "Go Pack, go to the bottom of the division." That was decent. That's a good one. That was decent. Caught him. Shout out to Darius Lockhart. Yeah, Darius, we got to talk, man. We got to talk. I don't know what's going on with you, brother. Scrolls, you put the Cisco down. The Night Train, the Mad Dog 2020, whatever it is.
I don't want to believe anything that Scrolls said. I refuse to damn believe any of that shit he said. I just can't.
Whatever. The Book of Ezra, thank you for chiming in, Book. We appreciate you. My man Dar Spector, one of my childhood best friends. Thank you. Brian Price, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it. Man, they was going at it, fellas. Like it was good. Trying to find some new names because they was this is what it's about. They was hitting it. Of course, Crook. Shout out to Crook. And AC Adam. I knew it was somebody else. My man AC Adam. Thank you, AC. Hey, Unc chimed in. Lorenzo Clemens, how you doing, Unc? I have my Caleb reservations, and we'll see how his Adunze love affair will fail if he keeps pushing that pass preference. Dig deep. Shout out to TTNL Runaway. Oh my God, Scrolls, are you from the bums at TTNL? Your hatred for DJ is incredible. Probably the best receiver, or at least one of the best receivers we've ever had. Great comment from TTNL Runaway. Caleb BJ Loveland chimed in. Your hatred of him when he was on the team, Scrolls, got you. And I believe that is it. Yeah, I know they still talking. We getting down there. Good, better, best BJ. Man, they still going. Al Bundy, there we go. My man Al Bundy. Thank you for chiming in, Al Bundy. We appreciate the love. Let's see.
I'm reading these comments, man. They still going.
Roma Dunze's dad. Thank you for chiming in.
These comments is killing me right now.
Yeah, but I love it. I love it.
Hey, wow.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Okay, now where's the screen for that? Normally, like somebody pops in.
Yeah. Crook, man, you got to show that, Crook. Show that one. That one is hilarious to me.
Okay, hey, Darius and them are still going at it. Darius is in Chicago. I'm sorry, Darius, Mr. Chicago. Darius is in Atlanta. He said he's in Atlanta.
Oh, he is. Okay. Hit him up.
Or maybe meet up with him and get him a beer and get him straight or something.
Yeah, was he one of them Caleb lovers too? Was he giving Caleb too much credit too?
Darius, I'm trying to get on as a future guest. He was supposed to be on tonight, but he was having issues with StreamYard. So he's also known as D-Nice on Facebook as well. So
yeah. There's my boy, man. Yeah, we from the same high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very familiar. He's good peeps. He's been on my fantasy show a few times. So
yeah,
we'll get him. We'll get you on next time, Darius, for sure.
Damn, Roma Doomsday's dad says Scrolls taking dog shit instead of Maui. Wow. He said, and then the Scrolls said the Scrolls stopped doing drugs. Been clean for 6 days.
Right now, man. Hey, listen, if trash talk gonna be this brutal right now, early in the summertime. I can't wait till the season starts.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
The trash talk during the summer gonna be funnier than this. It's gonna be epic, man. That's hilarious.
I love this. But okay, Darius said I'm never giving Caleb too much credit. Okay, we like that, Darius. We like that. We want to keep that man progressing, and we want to keep him with his eyes on the prize. However we get there. As I already said, shout out to you all. Shout out to Crook, Easy, anybody else, T-Nick, anybody else that part of the clubhouse. Hey, he said, "Scroll, check your dealer. He is selling you drywall." Hey.
They're out here. Man, they're going crazy right now.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Roma Doomsday Dad, man. Hey, man, he out the game for that one, man.
Hey, he gone.
Oh,
but
man,
it's always all love. We love this. This will make the show fun, man. We all interact.
Yeah.
Just trying to be more intentional about getting y'all comments on and getting some of you all on. So again, I already said all the shout out. Anybody that we do have watching that's not commenting, we know what you all are. You're officially known as
L for love. Good times.
Officially known as a lurker, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Shout out to my two sons. Shout out to my grandson, Kai. He turned the big 4 today.
Oh, yeah.
Turned 4.
Yeah, speaking of that, JB, yeah, so real quick, so my son's birthday is Thursday. He turned 5, man. My son's turning 5.
Right.
All these
That's
damn
cancer. Little ones.
Yeah.
Right. But shout out to them. Happy birthday, y'all. And shout out to my other son. He's upstairs. Shout out to SB and the crew. And if we got one person watching, and I mean just one, you know who it is. It's the podcast mom, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bonham Holmes. Hi, Mom.
Spear fingers. All right, man.
Oh, happy birthday to GD.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy birthday, classmate.
Yeah. You downstairs.
Her birthday's today?
Yeah, it's today.
Her and my grandbaby. Okay, that's what's up.
Two of her girls, 2 of her bridesmaids, they down there, I guess, sipping on something. I don't know. Shit.
Aha.
They told you to go upstairs, huh? Why they downstairs having their girls back?
Yeah, I went upstairs. They can have all that girl shit. I don't know what the hell they talking about. I don't want to know shit.
Girl, my nails, my purse.
Yeah.
Girl, he ain't shit.
Yep.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
We don't care.
I told your ass about him any damn way. See? Now you get dragged and shit. See that?
Anyway, first of all, I want to sit up there and say the chat was lit tonight. Thank you for joining us. And remember, everyone out there, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. It costs absolutely nothing, and I do mean nothing, to like and subscribe. You can tell any and everyone, please like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Tell your mama, tell your pa, tell your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your pastor, the pastor's wife, the deacon. Hell, tell the pastor's mistress. I know who she is in the church. You know who she is. You know, you can tell the pimp that runs the corner or the hoe that's walking it.
What?
Tune in. Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central Time. Also want to give a shout out to all Chicago sports teams: Bears, Bulls, Cubs, Sox, Blackhawks, Fire, Sky, them all. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the White Sox again for winning today 9-3 against Baltimore. The best story in baseball Shout out to them. I like that shirt, Chicago.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I like that shirt. Yeah.
Got all of them on here. All of them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, sir, Ski.
All them, all the Chicago sports teams. Shout out to the city of Chicago. Please be safe. The temperatures here are quite hot. Please tone down the violence.
Yeah.
Love life. Love life. Tune down the violence.
Yeah.
You don't like a person, don't say shit to him. You ain't even got to see him.
Just keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
It costs you absolutely nothing to keep them out your life. Absolutely nothing.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to you, brothers. JB, Mr. Chicago, the super producer in the back, the crooked commish. Pennywise himself came on today. Make sure he doesn't mess with the children.
Yeah, flying here too, man.
Easy. Shout out to him as well. I want to give a shout out to my kiddies. Shout out to your son, Mr. Chicago. Shout out to your grandson, JB, on happy birthdays and being cancer. I applaud them. Shout out to them. I want to give lost a co-worker. I didn't know him.
Oh, man.
But shot and killed. Today, CTA co-worker was shot and killed. This morning, looks like apparent carjacking. From all accounts that I hear, he was a great man. Easy person to get along with. My deepest and sincere condolences to him and his family. May that man rest in peace. And there is a reward out for you have any information to his killer. Please contact the Chicago Police Department. Please. $10,000 reward for any information or knowledge of whoever that was that took this man's life in a senseless act over a car. Shout out to my baby boy Ricky that's hollering all the way downstairs, moving around, doing what close to 2-year-olds do, which is take over the house. And shout out to my beautiful and gorgeous wife as she celebrates her 39th birthday for the 3rd time in a row.
I saw her posted. I'm like, who you trying to convince to that? Because don't hit you. If I'm old, damn it, you old too. So
Shout out to her. Happy birthday, baby. I love you. I don't know what you're doing down there. No one knows what you're doing down there with your friend. Y'all having shots, whatever. Love.
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.
And we love you guys too. So, without further ado, for JB, Mr. Chicago, Pennywise himself, Easy, the super producer in the back, the crooked commish, I'm your boy Foul. Good night, people. Peace. And we out.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Viva Mexico!
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Southside all day, baby. Go like something. Chicago against the world.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.